Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement with yours truly, Mike Marino. And my favorite co-host is back on the show, Garry Pastore. And here we are over here on Facebook too. Hi everybody, how you doing? Hello, 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 hello. Now I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see who the hell I'm talking to. We want to let everybody know that Garry and I have been practicing social distancing the whole time we're supposed to. We've done the right thing. And as you can see, we're both wearing Make America Italian Again masks, which you can get too at MikeMarino.net. We've been washing our hands, social distancing,
safe sexing,
no sexing, and wondering what sex is.
How about that?
So today, we can remove our masks because we've both been tested and we're both negative, thank God. And we're getting ready to do some comedy and we're getting ready to do some movies, TV shows, and have some sandwiches while we're talking to everybody. So hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, on this beautiful Monday night here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Washing our hands, wearing our mask. You can take your mask off.
Are you sure you're safe?
I feel safe.
You sure?
All right, keep your mask on. He's the Masked Marauder. Anybody remember? You remember the Masked Marauder? I think it was a cartoon, right? There you go. Not everybody knows exactly how to wear their mask. This style of mask wearing is called Save Your Hair.
Yes.
That's why I never wore one.
Yes.
Fucked up.
Indeed.
I got no hair.
How is everybody out there in TV land?
Kinnicore apple.
Let me get this shit off.
One of the things Garry and I are going to do tonight is we want to talk about joy. Because when you watch the news, there's nothing but shit on.
I don't watch it.
And it makes you mad.
I don't watch it.
I don't want to watch it.
I turn it off. No more news for me. I'm done.
Right.
Done.
We don't watch the news because it makes you unhappy. We all
it's
know.
Lies, most of it.
Well,
a lot of fictitious stuff going on in the news.
I'm sure there's a lot of lies. I'm sure there's a lot of fictitious shit.
A lot.
I like to stay up on what's going on with, let's say, the economy, the coronavirus, and everything else. I don't want to know. I just want to be happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
So I called Garry today and I said, come on, man, come down to the basement, live from my mother's basement. Let's have a little fun. Let's talk a little bit. I got to do a show Saturday night, which was a lot of fun. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about some funny stuff that we used to laugh about when we were younger. Right now, we'll do a quick shout out. There's Laurie Sternberg, who's one of the best trainers around the Westfield, Scotch Plains area.
I met
you know
Laurie? Yes.
She has a company called Stern Fitness. This chick don't mess around. When we come down to the basement, we eat things we're not supposed to eat. If Laurie was here, she'd make us eat rice cakes. I think it would be rice cake.
And
quinoa.
Yep.
And play with a kennel ball. But anyhow, so we're down here, and I wanted to talk to Garry. I haven't seen him in a long time because I was in California a long time, as everybody knows. I came back to New Jersey after being in Florida. I quarantined myself for 2 weeks. Now I'm out of quarantine, feeling good, feeling happy, feeling healthy. I said, Garry, come on. Come down the basement. Tell us what's been going on with you, man.
Not a lot. I got a boat. I go out once a week on a boat, sometimes twice.
You own your own boat?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, partners on a boat?
It's actually a boat club.
Oh.
And it's really cool because you pay a one-time fee and you get a boat of your choice up to 26 foot.
No kidding.
Nope. And you go out for the whole day and you charge them for a month. But I get to the dock and I walk away from the boat. I don't have to clean it.
Oh, I see.
So I don't have to sit there and hose it down. I don't have to get the calls that the bilge is flooded or the boat sank or that your battery's turned off.
Don't you hate when you get that phone call? Your boat sank. I know, I was on it.
I got them. Believe me, I got them.
Well, this is great. So you just go down there and you jump on the boat, you pull it in, and you get the hell off it.
Exactly. And I have it for the whole day. I can do whatever I want with it. I go fishing.
So does somebody captain the ship or you go?
Yeah, me.
You?
I have a captain's license.
All right, so this is something I want to do. I want to go, but I don't want to fish.
I know you
I'll
don't.
pretend I'm fishing.
We can go swimming.
I'd go swimming.
We can do that.
Maybe water skiing. Pull
a lot of sharks around, though. Did you see that shark? It ripped the heck out of the dolphin in Long Beach Island.
No, that I didn't see.
Yeah, there was a dolphin. He was wounded. I guess he got hit by a boat propeller.
Oh.
And this whole, I guess there was 6 of them. School of sharks came over and they were ripping it apart. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. People swim there.
Okay, so this reminds us of a movie that came out when we were younger. All right, we're going to go right into it. That's right. Do you remember when you went to see Jaws? You remember? I don't remember how old I was, but you know when you were in there, you were petrified and nobody went in the ocean for years.
We had a boat then and I was afraid to go on it. I was afraid to step from the dock onto the little dock to get on the boat.
When did Jaws come out? 70s, right?
75.
75. Oh, man, we were kids. See
summer.
everybody writing in saying Jaws.
Yeah, ruined the summer.
Right?
There was this girl sitting next to, I went with my dad, and there was a girl, I guess she was about 17, 18, sitting next to my dad. And when the head came out from under the boat, the girl jumped so high, landed on my father's lap. My dad goes, I like this movie.
It's a jumper.
That was great.
Look at everybody writing. Oh, there's Dana Cattell's. Isn't that your publicist?
Dana, hello, Dana.
Hey, how you doing? There's Eddie Sessa. There's Nick Aquino. Dana, nice to see you. Thank you so much, everybody, for writing in right now. Gary is in the basement. We were talking about the movie Jaws.
Mm-hmm. It really killed the summer, and that's based on a true story about New Jersey.
No.
I swear to God.
Really?
Yes. Back in 1911, okay, there was something called the Matawan Shark. He swam up the river. He went all the way upstream, and he ate people. He went as far, I think, as 6 or 7 miles inland, and he ate people along his route. Like there were kids that were swimming, he ate them. He ate a farmer. He ate somebody else. And that's where Peter Benchley got the idea from the Matawan Shark. And you can look that up. It's on Google. Put in Matawan
Google
Shark.
that. And Google this. Live from my mother's basement with Garry Pastore and me, Mike Marino.
And Garry
On demand.
Pastore with Mike Marino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I said?
That's what I say.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Fantastic. Look,
Absolutely.
Where's the sandwiches? Somebody actually just said, where's the sandwiches? Show them the sandwich. No, don't even take it out of the plate. Give me the whole plate. Because they know.
Look
they
what
know.
I have here. Ha ha.
We did not get to this portion of the show.
Ha ha.
we're gonna have these sandwiches, but we're gonna finish talking about Jaws. Quit and Hooper and you two guys.
Brought to you
Jaws.
by Max's Pizza and Bistro in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Really good food. In fact, I can't wait to go eat there and sit inside and have a nice Italian meal with Michael. But for right now, we have sandwiches from Max's here delivered to his door.
Yes.
Ha ha.
Ha ha. It is working the modern way.
Mm-hmm.
See, one of the greatest things about having Garry on the show, there's no point of view. Forget about Jaws. We're on the honeymooners.
No, we can go back to Jaws. I like Jaws.
Let's go back to Jaws. We just got one of the greatest stories that I did not know, that Jaws is from something that happened in 1911 here in New Jersey on the Jersey Shore, where a rogue shark went around eating people.
He went up the river. He actually went inland 6 or 7 miles, which is really scary. So these people are in their swimming hole. They don't expect their shark's going to be in there, right?
Yeah.
They go in for their Sunday swim or bath, whatever. They're doing this, and all of a sudden,
I couldn't even imagine getting my foot bit by a crab. Could you imagine your whole body clipped in half by a shark?
happens a lot. The bull sharks are the worst, and that's what they think it was, a bull shark. I think they killed it.
I remember one of the greatest things about watching Jaws when we were younger is the opening scene when the girl is swimming atop the water and the guy is too drunk to go in and swim with her. Now, you're a kid, and this is the first naked girl you've seen.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah, the one that jumped on the buoy.
Yes.
And she was screaming. That was scary in
She
itself.
got slammed into the buoy, but if you remember, you could see her boobs when she was floating on the top of the water.
That was a silhouette.
It was a silhouette. The silhouette of boobage.
That's all we had back then. That and National Geographic.
Yes, National Geographic.
Right?
Remember
That was our short eyes.
Yeah, that was on it. Well,
If you were lucky, you got a Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
But then again, it was just National Geographic.
remember when you got a Playboy the first time?
Yeah, I
you saw it?
remember.
You're like,
And the National Geographic, they had plates in their lip. Like those.
yeah. They started a trend.
Yeah.
All right. So you saw the girl floating on the top of the water, and you're like, swing, swing.
I wasn't swinging.
I
back then.
swinged.
Well, then
But when you heard that music,
Mm-hmm.
dan it,
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 dan it.
dan 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 dan.
I still do that when I go into the bedroom.
That's hilarious. I'm coming in the bathroom, not tonight. Come on, baby, where the floaties?
So,
The shark was Italian. He broke her legs and filmed it.
yeah, so we have sharks off of New Jersey. In
Yes.
fact, I caught one last week. Not big, 4 foot.
Would you eat it?
No, I throw them back. I don't kill sharks unless I'm going to eat it. But I didn't eat him.
Well, I don't eat fish. I'm allergic to fish, and I would never eat a shark.
She ate a steak.
I could eat a steak.
And where'd you have a steak?
I had it at your house.
And where did we get those steaks?
We got them at John's Meat Market on Park Avenue.
in
Scotch
Scotch
Plains,
Plains,
New
New Jersey.
Jersey.
I can tell you something about this little town. We got some killer butcher shop. We got great restaurants. We have incredible pizza. Great neighbors. And
Great people, great friends, great town, great weather, great food.
Yep.
Roberto Antonio just wrote, 1916, the
Thank you.
Matawan Man-Eater.
There you go.
So it's real. Way to go,
I was
Roberto.
only off by 5 years.
Yes. The Matawan Man-Eater. Holy shit. Could you imagine being alive in 1916 going to the beach? You going to the beach today? Nope. We're afraid of the Man-Eater.
Thanks for looking that up, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's
I'd
good.
like to know
People
that
don't know history.
a lot of people don't know
They
history.
have no idea what
They
goes
think
on.
they know history. They
think
create
that.
history. They
They
want us
do.
to forget history. We'll talk about that as soon as we have a sandwich.
Don't get me started.
Ho, 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 to the
ho, ho.
color of the apple. All right. We want to do a shout out to the people of Scotch Plains right here, right now, because we do love this town. This is a great town. We grew up here. I'm in the house since 19, God knows when. 50 years my family had this house. Now I own it, and this is my mother's basement, and this is why we do the show here. There are a lot of great places to eat on the boulevard, and unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, a lot of those places are not open, except for some outside dining if you do the right thing. Now, every Saturday, they do have the farmer's market, which is great. You get your fresh vegetables, you can get some breakfast items, and you can get some stuff to take home, and
Great
also
pickles.
big pickles from Picklicious Pickle Company.
Great pickles.
That
That's what I'm
There's
buying.
nothing like the pickle when you get it in the barrel.
That's what these are.
It's the whole pickle.
They're the whole barrel cured pickles, and they're great.
Right. Now,
I
what?
spend $20, $30 sometimes. I go there. Just
Yeah, but
on
you get a
pickles.
great deal.
Yeah, you
Because
do.
they put the pickle in a little cup for you, whatever that cup is called,
With the juice.
with the juice.
With the juice.
And the juice, you can pick. Do you want a garlic pickle,
kosher dills.
A
They got
kosher
the
dill,
pickled tomatoes.
pickled
They
tomatoes,
have hot pickles. They have
hot,
sweet ones.
hot
sour
and
ones.
sweet?
Yeah, good stuff.
That's the place to be. Hey, Sherry, thank you for loving the pickles. So not only do you have that, they get coffee up there, and you can get watermelons, cantaloupe, peaches, cherries.
The guy sells out empanadas every week. Every week.
That's what I was trying to remember. The empanada guy.
He sells out every week.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Every week. He must make thousands.
And you
he's
could
sold out.
You could sit there and eat with the people. Everybody's up there having some fun. So we go up there on a Saturday throughout the summer, right into, I believe, October. That's on Park Avenue in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And we were talking about John's Meat Market. Garry had me over for dinner a couple of nights ago, sometime last week, on a beautiful Thursday night.
It was great.
Nice friends sitting there enjoying a couple of glasses of wine and the fattest fucking steak you've ever seen in your life.
30-day aged like Peter Luger's.
So delicious.
You could cut it with your fork.
Yes.
It was sick.
It's like butter.
Sick.
Sick.
Sick. If you're
Son
a
of a-
carnivore meat eater,
Son-
gotta go to John's.
You gotta go to John's.
Gotta go to John's.
It was so much meat that I had to take mine home, and I had it for breakfast with my eggs, steak and eggs. Forgot to tell
So
you
did
that.
I. I had steak
Oh,
and eggs.
so good, man. And then you fry that
I
son of a
couldn't
bitch.
finish mine.
Look at Sherry. You guys are making me hungry. We ain't done.
We ain't
We
done.
just started.
Wait till I bite into my sandwich from Max's.
We're going to do that right now. We like to publicize all places that sponsor my show live from my mother's basement. like so many around the world. Regina's Pizza in Akron, Ohio, who's always sponsoring Mike Marino Live. Regina's Pizza in Akron, Ohio. Look them up. www.reginaspizza.com. And right now we're going to talk about Max's, because Max's is brand new. Great pizza place, but he's not just pizza. Makes sandwiches, makes dinners.
Great pasta.
Pasta. We went there. I had spaghetti and meatballs because I'm boring, but Garry had
Linguine with the clam sauce.
linguine with the clam sauce.
No, actually, they didn't have mussels. And he threw some clams in. And he threw a shrimp on top because I'm special.
It pays to know somebody.
Yeah, it was good.
We know Max. So here's what we're going to do.
Frankie make.
We told Max we're going to talk about you on the show tonight. Can you hook us up with just some deli sandwiches? Rather than get into a hot meal because it's 115 degrees outside, why not give us a couple of deli sandwiches? So, Garry, if you would bring over the sandwiches, and let's have one apiece. Now, I like a turkey sandwich.
Well, look what we have here. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Is it in
ho.
camera? Look at those sandwiches. Look at that, people. These are from Max's. Max's Cafe.
Just me?
Yes. Max's Pizza and Bistro.
All right. Now, what you got over here, I took the same sandwich as Garry because I had a turkey one before, but this is an Italian sandwich. You seeing everybody? This is an Italian sandwich.
A nice
on
bread.
There you got salami. You got gabagool. We say gabagool for you white people. It's called capricola. There's some tomato,
Gabagool.
mayonnaise, and love. A lot of love. And onion. He took his onions off. I go right for the onion. All right, I'm going to bite this. Garry, take over.
Very delicious sandwich. I taste the gabagool. It's very, very good. Very good sandwich. You guys got to go. Max's Pizza and Bistro on Main Street in Scotch Plains. The entrance is around the back in the parking lot, and it's right next to John's Meat Market. So if you come, go to John's, buy a couple of steaks, right? Put them in the cooler, and then walk over to Max's and go get a meal. And they're serving outside right now because of this COVID nonsense.
This is so good, it was worth the moment of silence. Take another one.
About a bite? No, my mouth is full. I don't want to talk for full mouth.
You gotta do the show.
Maybe we should do the lunchtime.
When I bite, you talk. When you bite, I talk.
I'm not going to bite anymore. I'm good. It really is a good sandwich.
Look at this. Hey, Bird, how you doing? Hello, Mike. Can you put me on the list for the event in Williamstown, New Jersey? I think it's August 8th on a Saturday night. That looks amazing.
Put them on a list. What list? You got a list?
Jerry Bumsky. Mayo. No, there's no mayo. There's mayo on the turkey, but I don't put mayo on this.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, everybody. No roasted peppers, you son of a bitch. I did. I fucked that up. I should have got roasted peppers.
And fresh mozzarella. We got gabagool.
Sherry, you should do this show, Garry, all the time. It makes me happy. Oh, you got a fan, Garry.
Hi, Cher. How are you, darling? She's in
Just
L.A.,
go
you
hello.
know.
You know her?
Yes, Sherry Tabbett. She's in L.A. She's my buddy.
I know. Sherry, she's asking us if we could get her some Drake's cakes. Drake's cakes? How would you like some Entenmann's?
Drake's Cakes.
Drake's.
I remember that.
Yankee Doodles, Funny Bones,
They
Devil
don't taste
Dog.
the same. They taste horrible now. I don't know what they did. They're like plastic. They put fake cream in it. Nasty, fake, disgusting stuff that's artificial tasting. I won't eat them. They're horrible.
If you remember the Funny Bones.
And they go to my hips.
Yeah, because
Right
they
to
got
my hip.
shit in it. Mm-hmm. You remember Funny Bones when you were a kid? It had blue tinfoil wrapped around it with silver stars. And it made you so happy to unroll that thing. And once you saw that yodel in there or that funny bone in there, you knew your mother loved you. Tasty cake, Yankee Doodles.
Those were the good old days. With the old TV shows and cartoons.
Great lead-in, buddy. Great lead-in. We wanted to talk about things that make you happy. What made us happy when we were kids? Food,
Sandwich.
Drake's cakes, potato chips.
Yep.
Watch this. How many people remember scooter pies? Scooter pie.
I remember them.
If you remember correctly, scooter pie, you could actually pull the sides out and launch the scooter pie like a rocket.
I don't remember that.
I used to launch my scooter pie.
I didn't know that. Why would you do that?
It will waste your thing.
All right. Let's get back to reality here.
First of all, thank you so much, Max's Pizza and Bistro. They're at 381 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. 381 Park Avenue, right here in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Tell them Mike Marino and Garry Pastore sent you. You can call them at 908-490-0102. I don't know if they have a website. No, they got a website. www.maxspizzandbistro.com.
They make a great pizza pie as well. Very good. Like old school, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Borough pizza. Very, very good.
Great pizza pie. And if you're old school guys like us, you actually say pizza pie.
They make a good pie, right?
Pie.
Good pie. I had a pie. Did you have a pie?
I had a pizza pie.
I had a pizza pie. So what was your favorite cartoons growing up?
We wanted to talk about cartoons from back in the day. I was a big fan of Heckle and Jekyll.
Oh, I remember.
Remember the
too.
Magpies?
Mm-hmm.
And they made fun of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're a kid, you really don't even know what they're doing. You just know that you're laughing.
Right.
Right?
Right.
How about you?
Bugs Bunny. A lot of it was adult humor put in there too. You didn't catch like I catch now. If I watch Bugs Bunny now, I hear a lot of this stuff that the kid wouldn't get, but I get it. There was a little off-color stuff in there too.
It was funny.
It was funny,
It was funny.
and nobody cared.
That's right.
Nobody cared.
It was
Nobody made a
joyful.
big thing about things like they do now.
Look at somebody saying the Flintstones. The Flintstones were the best.
They
I
were.
think the Flintstones was a cartoon version of the Honeymooners.
I think so too. Absolutely do.
Everybody, I think, thought that back in the day.
They even kind of talked alike. Think about it. Barney and Fred, they kind of talked like Ralph and Norton. So it was similar. There was some similarities there.
So he said they talked alike. Where's this from? Ready? They walked alike, they looked alike, sometimes they even talked alike. You can lose your mind, they're cousins, or two of a kind. Anybody?
Oh man.
Come on, anybody, who is that? You don't know?
I do, but I don't remember.
Patty Duke,
There you go.
the Patty Duke Show.
Oh man.
Dodsworth the Cat. I don't remember Dodsworth the Cat.
I don't either. I remember Bewitched.
Bewitched was a great show. Imagine living with a
F
witch.
Troop
F Troop.
was one of my faves. And Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
And these were our afternoon shows. We used to come home from school and put them on. And that would be there in the afternoon. Now, Munsters. It was Munsters. I think it was I Dream of Jeannie, Gilligan's Island. They were all on like one after the other. Yeah, it was great growing up at that time. I just don't know what happened between then and now.
Patty Duke. Somebody said Patty Duke.
Somebody got the Patty Duke show.
Somebody said Top Cat. Top Cat.
What else was there?
Where's this from? Ready?
Go ahead.
Warning. Warning.
Oh, that's danger, Will Robinson.
Yes.
The heck was Lost in Space?
Lost in Space. Remember Lost in Space? How much fun was that show?
Will. Will. Right? I got him right? Oh, Will. What do I do? What do I do?
Everyone's ganging up on me.
They're all ganging up on me.
Look at everybody writing in.
What?
I Dream of Jeannie. Batman and Superman.
Batman was kind of
Twilight
lame.
Zone.
I looked at it now with the villains, but some of the villains were hot. Catwoman?
Yeah.
Damn.
Another swing moment for a little kid.
Swing down.
Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm. What else?
Muttley the cat. No, Muttley the dog. What was he from?
I don't remember.
No, you remember? They were flying in space. They were flying. They were Dick Dastardly and
Muttley.
yeah, what were they called?
I don't remember.
Jetsons. No, not the
No,
Jetsons.
it wasn't the Jetsons.
Oh, come on, everybody, try to figure it out. Muttley the dog.
I just remember you gave him a snack and he go.
Yeah, he wanted a medal.
Mm-hmm.
Medal.
Yep,
Tom and Jerry. Who else? Nanu.
Oh, that was Mork.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
Jetsons.
Boy, that water looks good. Do you have any more?
Yeah, we gotta get in.
I'll be right back.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. How about Hong Kong Phooey? Holy shit! Do you remember Hong Kong Phooey? All right, everybody, let's sing the song.
Hong Kong
Hong Phooey,
Phooey
quicker
was
than
a
a human
super
eye.
guy.
Hong Kong Phooey. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. I don't know anything other than that. Ultraman, Johnny Saku, and the Flying Robot. My Three Sons. Look, somebody actually sent in the picture of the front. Let's do My Three Sons. You remember?
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, remember Dennis the Menace? Oh, you probably couldn't even call anybody a menace now.
No, there's a lot of things they wouldn't get away with. They took the Little Rascals off the air.
Crazy Racers was Murky. No, Muttley. The dog's name was Muttley. Crazy Racers. They were in the sky. They were like,
I
go,
don't
go,
remember
go.
that. I just remember Muttley.
Yeah.
H.R. Puffin stuff.
Lance Link. I remember H.R. Puffin stuff. And he had the flute.
The Monkeys used to be on.
The Monkeys.
And
Hey, hey, with the Monkeys.
And what were those other guys dressed up? Na 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 na.
Yeah, what?
One banana, two banana, three banana, four
banana split. The banana splits.
There you go. Good one, Mikey.
That's so fucking
Yeah, we
stupid.
watched that stupid shit, and I didn't even smoke weed then.
Yeah, but they did.
Yeah, they must have.
Somebody was smoking weed during that day.
Mm-hmm.
Quick Draw McGraw. Remember Quick Draw? And then he had his one friend. I don't know, Mr. Quick Draw.
No, quick straw. I don't think so.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Marsha.
No, quick straw. I don't think so.
Penelope Pit Stop.
That was Speed
Who
Racer.
can save Penelope Pit Stop? Who can
that-
save Penelope?
was
No,
that-
that was in the show with Muttley.
Wasn't Penelope Pit Stop and Speed Racer together?
Dick Dastardly. We know it was Dick Dastardly, but that was called something.
I don't know. Is this on TV Land, this stuff? It must be.
Everything's on TV land, but not everything that we're naming, especially the cartoons. There was Dudley Do-Right. You guys remember Dudley Do-Right?
Of course.
And, here you go. Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse.
Yep,
All right, remember Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse?
I do.
And then they had the Frog, who was the gangster.
Oh, see, yeah, what's up with G. Robinson?
Yeah.
That's right.
He was there with G. Robinson.
It was.
Man, Shane, man. Man, I'm gonna rub you out, Shane. Man, I'm gonna rub you out. Yeah.
Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse. That was Eddie G. Robinson.
And then you went to kindergarten, because that was probably the era you were watching this show,
Probably.
Wacky Races. And then you went to the school and you started imitating these people to your class, like, man, Shane, man.
Yeah.
Man, teacher, I'm gonna rub you out, Shane. I'm gonna rub you out.
Teacher, you give me an A or I'll shoot you between the eyes.
Either you pass me in this class or you ain't making it home.
I'll break your legs, teacher. See that apple? I put a worm in it.
I'm the frog, Shane. I'm the frog. All right. How many people remember this? Now, this is really going to twist you. The Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds were puppets,
I don't remember that.
and they had wires. That was some scary shit to watch when you were a kid.
You must be
It's
older
that
than me.
mouth-
I don't remember that.
I'm 50, yeah.
Yeah.
And they had the
See?
mouth moving
Caught
up
'em.
and down.
Caught him.
Yeah. The Rolls Royce. That was scary as shit.
I don't remember them.
TTT Tennessee Tennessee Tuxedo.
Jumping.
Remember Tennessee?
Jubbly.
Yeah.
And they went to see the guy. What was the guy who knew everything? Remember? They went to see the guy?
Yes,
He knew everything.
The guy knew everything. He had all the answers.
What was his name?
Mr. Whoopi.
Mr. Whoopi. Thank you. Let's go see Mr. Whoopi. He'll know.
Yeah, and then he knew everything, and he looked it up on the Google. He Googled it.
Very good, thank you. Who called
The
him
original
Whoopi?
Google was Mr. Whoopi. John's Meat Market, Tweety Pie. We just got done plugging the crap out of John's Meat Market. He's riding into the show right now. We got done talking about the steaks that we had at Garry Pastore.
30-day aged shell steaks. They were amazing. Amazing. Better than, listen, I'd rather spend that kind of money, bring my friends over, and have a nice meal in the backyard. They drive into Williamsburg, Brooklyn, get treated like shit, and go to that Peter Luger joint. I'd rather make my own, and that's what I do. So you want a good steak, you want to spend a few dollars? John's Meat Market, Scotch Plains. You're not going to get a better steak anywhere in this state. No way.
And you're going to get to see some history. The thing's been around for 80 years, and there's a lot of different places on the boulevard, like we said, and also our sponsor for tonight, Max's Bistro.
Hot.
It's just unbelievable. Look, somebody just wrote in that the Thunderbirds were out of Japan, and it was a great show. The Thunderbirds was the inspiration for a really great movie with puppets. I forgot what it's called, but they would go, Team America,
The
fuck
Muppets?
yeah. No, not the Muppets. Sigmund and the Sea Monster. I remember him.
Oh my God, I remember that too.
Yeah, Penelope Pitstop, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, and that was that guy we were talking about the other day, Whitaker.
Yeah.
Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker, the red-headed guy with the freckles who was on Family Affair, was in Sigmund and the Sea Monsters.
I didn't know that. That's the guy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See? I learned something new too every day.
Oh, look at this. I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. All right, anybody, come on. Who?
That Wimpy.
Wimpy.
Wimpy. That was from Popeye. Arr, Popeye.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
You know, that's,
Popeye had the weirdest shape in the world.
he did.
Yup.
Big forearms.
If you remember correctly, Popeye was always in a fight with Bluto. Mm-hmm. And
Of olive oil.
All of olive oil. What's that tell you?
Skinny twit.
No, that tells me it was a gangster movie.
Pretty much so.
Captain Kangaroo. This is like the greatest podcast I've ever done. Look at everybody's remembering all these great shows.
How about this one? God wouldn't like that, Davy.
Yes.
You remember what?
Goliath. David and Goliath.
That was on Sunday mornings.
Oh, my God.
God wouldn't like that, Davy.
Look, at someone keeps asking, how is my brother Shane Cole? I haven't spoken to Shane in quite some time. Thank you for asking. I hope he's doing great. I think I'll look into him. It's Johnny Whitaker. Oh, I'm sorry, not
Johnny Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Johnny Whitaker. And yes, he was on a lot of shows, including A Family Affair with Buffy, Snoopy, and Woodstock. Well,
That was always on a
that's
special.
Peanuts.
And that was a special.
Yeah,
know,
when they danced.
The Great Pumpkin. And Christmas, I look forward to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I forget that's about it.
No, there was a lot of stuff. That was a lot of different. Thank you so much, everybody,
Yeah,
for
thanks
writing
for,
in.
pitching
'Cause
in
that
with
really
that.
makes this shit fun.
Mm-hmm.
Woody Woodpecker, remember him? He was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I do remember him.
Major Mud. Magilla Gorilla. Let's sing it.
Hold on. I don't remember the words. Gonna have to start it off somewhere.
Magilla Gorilla, gorilla for sale. Won't you buy him? Take him home and try him.
Gorilla for deal.
He's Don't you want a little gorilla you can call your
How
own?
do you remember this, brother?
I'm fucking nuts.
You must be.
Don't you want a little gorilla you can call your own? That's all I remember.
Gorilla for sale. Dick Tracy, he used to talk it to his watch.
Yeah,
And guess
remember him?
what? You can talk it to your watch now. Think about that.
Yes.
Dick Tracy talked it to his watch. And I caught a guy talking it to his watch the other day.
Yeah.
All right, 10:40, Roger, we'll go over and out.
Isn't it amazing? All the things that we thought were unbelievable are now achievable.
Mm-hmm.
If only we could go back 6 months and be happy again. Captain Kangaroo. I remember Captain Kangaroo. Now, if you guys remember this stuff, how about the toys that we played with? First of all, my toy gun, when we used to play cops and robbers, or we played army when we ran around, it was a stick.
It was a stick, and you tried to find a stick where the branch came down, so that was like your magazine
Yes.
that you could hold on to.
And then you had your cool friends who had some duct tape or elastic bands, and they had one stick this way, and they taped on another stick this way, and you're like, man, those older kids are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just had a twig, and they had a gun made of twigs.
Or if their father got crafty, they made them a gun out of wood.
Yes.
That they had. We
Those-
played Army,
Yes.
in the woods.
Those privileged kids had a big stick. We only had little sticks.
The privileged kids.
Yeah, he was privileged. He had a bigger stick. That was the only thing that was different then. You had a bigger stick. And then they were too old to play with you anymore because they went to junior high and you were still in kindergarten. That's the way I remember seeing that shit.
And my G.I. Joes,
Yes, now I still have 3 G.I. Joe dolls.
they're worth money.
And I don't plan on getting rid of them.
Are they in a box?
They're in the box.
Wow, they're worth a lot of money.
I hope I'm going to need that money if I don't get out of this COVID soon because I'm unemployed.
No, they are. They're worth money. I used to blow mine up on 4th of July. I'd make landmines
Yes.
out of M80s. And I'd put the M80 there, and I'd make G.I. Joe stand on top with his fake gun, and I would light the fuse, and G.I. Joe body parts would fly everywhere.
I love
And I wish I
blowing up
didn't
the
do
shit.
that now because they're worth money.
We used to take our G.I. Joe dolls and throw them out the window just to see if he could fly.
They didn't fly.
They didn't fly at all.
Remember they came with a parachute?
Yes.
And that parachute never worked.
no.
He would die.
He got tangled
He would
up.
get tangled up in it. I remember I was on top of something high, and I took my G.I. Joe, and they threw him off with the parachute, and it went like this. Exploded.
Look at this guy. How about G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip? That was a later generation.
And lifelike hair.
He had the lifelike hair. We had the Italian G.I. Joe. He had hair on his shoulders.
What was his name? G.I. Giovanni.
G.I. Giovanni and his brother G.I. Joey.
G.I. Joey and G.I. Giovanni.
Whoa, wait a minute. Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
I remember that.
I don't remember how that jingle went, but that was a great game. Remember them things?
Yep. I remember
Bop,
that.
bop, bop. Knock his block off.
I liked Battleship. I liked, what was it, Operation? Remember Operation? You used to have to take out the wrenched ankle?
Yeah, because that's what it said in the commercial.
Yeah.
Take out wrenched ankle.
And Light Bright.
Light bright, doing things with light. Out of sight, doing things with light bright.
Oh my God.
Come on, somebody, write in another show. Remember they came with a parachute? Yeah.
What?
You used to throw your G.I. Joe out the window and
With
a
the
parachute
parachute.
would wrap around his neck and he'd just go right
Yeah,
down to the ground.
or you hang from a tree.
There was also another parachute guy. He was like a little one. He was like the size of your hand, and you threw him, and it just didn't do anything. But in the commercial, he came floating down.
That's all commercials.
You remember all the commercials were just like the greatest thing, and as soon as you took that shit home, you were screwed.
I know. They do it with all commercials.
Yeah.
I remember, I shouldn't even say this. We did a popular steakhouse commercial years ago, and I won't mention the name because I don't want to get in trouble. But you know how they make the steaks look so juicy? Well, we bought Wagyu steaks. You know what Wagyu steaks cost?
No.
About $100 a pound. They're from Japan. So we spent thousands of dollars on these beautiful steaks for a $13 steak that they serve in this restaurant.
Oh, no.
So that's just to show you what they do.
They pay you to sit down.
They pay you, sit down.
We got to do some shout outs before we get off the air. And right now, Vanessa Folan, I believe she's asked also on Instagram about a friend of ours. His name is Shane Coyle. Shane Coyle, he's a great impersonator. He has great voices. He does children, and he is also an activist and helps get predators off the street. He has a show on the internet, like that one show, To Catch a Predator, and Shane does the same thing. He was featured on many different talk shows, including Dr. Phil. So to answer your question, I haven't spoken to him in quite some time, but he's a great guy, and we're going to look into where he is and what he's doing, especially now that I'm here in New Jersey. So nice shout out to our friend. We're going to do a quick shout out to the town. Now, Garry and I are going to get together with a bunch of guys who happen to be from Italy and of Italian descent, because tomorrow this little town wants to talk about the removal of what is supposed to be a statue of Christopher Columbus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you do as much research as you're supposed to when you want to remove something of some kind, you might find out that you might not know everything. As we might not know everything, but we take the time to go find out. So tomorrow at 6 o'clock, if you happen to be in the town of Scotch Plains and you want to come over to the Italian American Club, which is not too far from my house, from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we're going to have a nice little friendly parade and head on down to the center of town and have a conversation with everybody about whether we should remove a certain statue or not. If you're familiar with this town, it's not even a statue of Columbus. It is a hand.
We're holding a globe.
Holding a globe, and
they just want to take it down because
they got nothing to do.
They got nothing to do, and they feel that this is some kind of symbology.
Yes.
Well,
this is Columbus.
I got news for you. Ain't going to go well if you try and remove it.
Yes.
Not going to go well.
So
now's your opportunity to come down and show us that that's what you want to do. Because I personally wouldn't recommend coming to this Italian chock full of Italians to try and convince us to remove the statue.
It's not a good idea.
Not a good idea, but you can come.
Plus,
we welcome you to come.
It's also
I'm inviting you to come.
It's also in my mind.
Come, please.
You're bullying some senior citizens that are in their 80s, 90s, and even hundreds. And this means so much to them. So why say you just leave them alone? We'll leave you alone.
Come.
You want to talk about
tough
history?
Guys to come.
I wanted to talk about this. This is Selective Service Systems from 1981. Yes, this is registering for the draft. There was supposed to be a comeback of the draft in 1980 and 1981 and 1982, and you had to be prepared. Now, you know I'm a collector, and I keep everything about history. I know all about where my family's from in Italy, for real. But, see, Michael Dominic Marino and I was registered in case they brought back the draft in 1981, 1982. And I just think maybe the draft might be a great thing for some people these days. Straighten them out. Give them a place to go.
Yeah, the guys tearing down the statues.
Give them some food.
Put them in the draft.
And give them a gun.
So,
and they can go shoot somebody in a different area. So that's that with that. I'm glad we got to mention that. We mentioned all our great sponsors. We mentioned great food. We mentioned great stories and great games and songs from back in the day. You want to see what we're doing? You can go to Garry Pastore where on all social media.
Garry Pastore at .com. I have a website. You can see me at GP Actor on Facebook. I'm also in Gennaro Pastore on Facebook. Or Garry_Pastore at IG, Instagram. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
And for me, everybody, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mike Marino Live on YouTube. You just go to YouTube/Mike Marino Live. Of course, right here on Facebook, right here on Instagram. All my social media is at Mike Marino Live. You can go to my website and buy some merchandise like these beautiful Make America Italian Again masks at MikeMarino.net. You can get some shirts, you can get some socks, you can get some pullovers, you can get hoodies, you can get sweatshirts, you can get anything you want, and you can write to me, and I will tell you exactly what I think and what I feel. I also have a question show called Hey Marino. Say Hey Marino, and you ask your question, I'll give you the answer. You can find me on all your podcast apps, not just here, iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor. You can even make some money if you register on podcast apps that actually give you some cash. All right? We got to get going. Don't forget, folks, stay in touch. Remember, let's make America Italian again. Oh, look, somebody put up your stuff. It's Dana.
Hello,
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. You have a small face-size mask. Yes, I do. We have let's end the show with masks on.
All right. Jesus. Who wrote get GTFOH? Who's that?
I don't know.
What does he want us to get the F out of here for?
We don't know acronyms.
Moises Hernandez. I don't know who that is.
That's all right. I hope you're having a good time there, Moises Hernandez. That's a great name. Let's make America Italian again. Remember, you don't know nothing, you didn't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my shows? By always saying the same thing.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
Gabagool, gabagool, gabagool.
Good night.
Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.